Hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel Simply Sanchari. Hope you all are doing well. In today's video, I am going to review the Pigment Play 3-in-1 foundation and a concealer. I have been looking out for a lot of reviews as a reference purpose but couldn't find any particular review on this foundation. Now this foundation launched quite a while back and since then I was really wanting to try it out, but because I couldn't find any review, at last I had to purchase it and give it a try for myself. As you may or may not know, I have a dry skin type and today this dry skin girl is going to try out this completely matte foundation. So if you guys are interested to know my thought about this foundation, all you have to do is stay tuned till the end of this video. So this is not at all my first impression from the dirt and stain. You have come to know that yes, I was trying out this foundation for a while now to give you my honest opinion. Now this is how the outer packaging looks like. It comes in a white cap with a transparent plastic packaging which makes it a travel friendly packaging according to me. You get 30 ml of quantity and it retails for rupees 7.99 and total of 11 shades you get in this foundation category. Now the shade I selected is Sand Beige because I saw that the shade they have launched runs a little dark, so I thought I'll go for one shade lighter. I was looking out for the shade 08 but the undertone was not going with my complexion as I'm warm tone complexion, so yes, I settled for Sand Beige. Because I was trying out this foundation, I would like to tell you that the shade Sand Beige runs a little too light on my skin tone, but after I do my contour, bronzing and everything, it just balances out. Today we are going to see how it performs with the oxidation test and I am planning to do a wear test now, but currently it is 4:25 p.m. so I will not have enough time to pull off this foundation, but whatever time I get, I will definitely do a wear test. As you know the drill, today we are going to try out this foundation with two different tools, the foundation brush and the sponge, just to see how both of these tools performs and what kind of finish and what kind of coverage do you get. Now because this is a completely matte foundation, therefore I would like to try out with two different primers so I can tell you guys how it works with hydrating primers for dry skin types and with a mattifying primer for oily skin type. So I'm going to use these two primer. This is NYX Plump Right Back Primer and this is Milani Mattifying Primer. Right, so you can see two different primers on my face. On the right hand side I use the NYX primer, on the left hand side I use the Milani primer. Now on the Milani side you can see that it has completely killed the shine, the little bit of oiliness, and it has mattified my skin very nicely. Also it has blurred out my pores. On the right hand side you can see some amount of dewiness or radiance as I can say, and yes, it is a very hydrating primer. It has a little bit of tackiness, so it is going to hold on the foundation for a long period of time. So I have taken two pumps of this foundation and I am going to dot it out first and then blend it to my skin. Alright, so we are back after foundation application and this is how my skin looks with two different primers. Let me just zoom you guys to show you up close how my skin looks. Alright, so this is the side with NYX primer, this is the side with Milani primer, and with both the primers I can see some amount of radiance. So it is not a completely matte foundation, it has got a satin matte finish, not a completely matte kind of foundation. This side is looking little ashy around my mouth area because I have got some darkness and I did not color correct. I need to do some color correction, so I'll do that. And the best part about this foundation is that though it is matte, it gives you time to blend out with ease. You will not have any problem with brush or sponge, though sponge takes a little bit time to blend out the product, but brush does the job very easily and very smoothly. And I cannot see any cakiness. As you have seen, I have layered the foundation twice on both sides of my face and it did layer pretty well. I can feel some amount of tackiness on the right hand side where I've used the NYX primer, and on this side there is no tackiness at all. So maybe this could be a self-setting foundation. Because it is summer, I will have to set my face with a powder so that it all comes together. It is pretty long lasting that way. So I'll do the rest of my face makeup and come back quickly and show you how exactly all the products layered on top of this foundation. Alright you guys, so here I am after full face of makeup and the current time is 5:03 p.m. as you all can see, and this is how my makeup looks. Now from a distance, I guess you can see that my face is looking a lot yellow, but once I'm seeing myself into the mirror, I cannot see that much yellowness going on my face. Let me just bring you in close to show how my skin and face looks with this foundation. So this is my skin looks, and here you can see some sweatiness, here you can see some patchy marks because over here I have got some dry patches because of the hormonal changes which happens every month. We are not here to blame the foundation for no reason, okay? Now I'm not being very lenient. As my all other reviews, this will be also something very honest and on point, and whatever shine that you can see is just because of the highlighter. And when I'm looking myself into the mirror, I can see that my face is looking very matte at the moment because I have nicely powdered my face so that the foundation or the makeup doesn't melt away as long as I want to do the wear test. Also, you have seen me doing the color correction around my mouth area. For that, I've used my Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer, and the same concealer I have used on the rest part of my face just to balance out this foundation, and rest of the creams and powders did blend up pretty well on top of this foundation. I have no issues of patchiness, no issues of tugging, pulling, or the foundation lifting. Nothing just happened. So this was about it. Now comes the oxidation test. The foundation has been lying on my hand for more than half an hour now, so let me do a fresh pump to see whether it has oxidized or not. The foundation has definitely oxidized one shade darker, as you can see from the distance. So yes, it does oxidize, but very teeny tiny bit. So I'm not feeling any dryness or stretchiness from this foundation. It is pretty comfortable on my skin because I have a dry combo skin, so I can manage with matte foundation as well as dewy foundation. It does not bother my skin at all. But with this foundation, which says it is 3-in-1 foundation that gives you a full coverage, also it is matte finish, but I cannot feel the dryness on my face, which is a good thing. So I will come back at the end of the video to give you my final thought whether you should get this foundation, which skin type is it going to be suitable for. We are going to see everything at the end of the video. Please stay tuned for that. Hey everyone, I'm back for my final check-in to wrap up this video and to share my final thoughts whether I recommend it or should you give it a pass. Now the current time is 9:12 p.m. and this is how my skin looks after 4 hours. I know 4 hours of wear test is not enough, but I started this video at the later part of the day and I think 4 hours is enough to know a foundation whether it is going to be a long wearing one or not. This foundation held up pretty well, you guys. I was in the kitchen preparing for dinner, sweating profusely, and this foundation held up so strong that it was not melting off from my face. The transfer was also very minimal. When I took my tissue and patted to my skin, I could see very minimal transfer. Of course, this is a foundation and not a glue that it is going to stick to your face and not going to transfer at all. it is a foundation, so you can expect some amount of transfer, but it was not to an extreme, so it makes that this foundation could be a very long wearing one. Also, the credit goes to the primer and the setting spray that I have used. The other thing I would like to say is that after 4 hours, if you see my face, the foundation has adjusted to my skin tone, and which makes it look very good at the moment. It is not making me look weird or ghostly. After 4 hours, you can see some oiliness on my T-zone and on this part of my face, but the glow that I'm seeing, I am loving these kind of glow, you guys. It is not looking a very matte or very, sucked up moisture from my face, so it is not making my skin look that way. It is feeling very lightweight on my skin. The coverage is phenomenal. You can build it up from a medium to a full coverage. If you are someone who likes that light to medium coverage, you can do so, and if you want that full coverage, you can layer it and blend it out on certain areas where you need some more coverage. It does not accentuate your texture whatsoever. I think this foundation could be a close dupe to Milani 2-in-1 foundation. So if you are interested to know a comparison video amongst these two, let me know in the comments. I shall definitely film a video on that. And yes, so I would totally recommend this foundation to all of you. It's a thumbs up from my end. It's worth for money, because in this hot summer climate, it is still looking put together. It is still there on my face, which I think it can beat any high-end foundation, you guys. Oily skin people can use it without any doubt, and even dry skin can use it, but you have to prep and prime your face really well. It retails for rupees 7.99 for 30 ml of product, but Myntra and Amazon always runs good discounts, so you can pick it at that time. Alright you guys, so it's a wrap for today. Hope you found the video helpful and informative, and if you did, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You can also follow me on my social media handles, whose link I have mentioned it in the description box. Please come and say hi, and I will see you soon with my next one. Till then, bye bye, take care.